Hi everyone, welcome to NEET Biology channel. Which organism was once classified with algae but now belongs to Protista? A. Paramecium. B. Chlamydomonas. C. Mushroom. D. Fern. Correct answer is B. Chlamydomonas. Explanation: Chlamydomonas was originally grouped with algae in the plant kingdom because it is photosynthetic. However, it is unicellular and possesses flagella for movement, along with a eukaryotic cell structure, traits that align it more with protists than true plants. Paramecium, A, is already classified under Protista and was never considered an alga. Mushroom, C, belongs to fungi due to its heterotrophic mode of nutrition and chitin cell walls. Fern, D, is a multicellular plant and has never been part of algae or Protista. Which criterion is not shared by all 5 kingdoms in the Whittaker system? A. Mode of nutrition. B. Type of cell wall. C. Cell structure. D. Genetic code. Correct answer is B. Type of cell wall. Explanation: the type of cell wall varies greatly across kingdoms. Plants have cellulose walls, fungi have chitin, and animals lack cell walls entirely. In contrast, all living organisms share the same universal genetic code, D, and their cell structures, C, and modes of nutrition, A, are defining criteria used to place them into specific kingdoms. Hence, type of cell wall is not a consistent or universal trait across all 5 kingdoms. Why were fungi separated from plants in the 5-kingdom classification? A. Similar cell wall structure. B. Similar reproduction methods. C. Difference in mode of nutrition and wall composition. D. Lack of nucleus. Correct answer is C. Difference in mode of nutrition and wall composition. Explanation: fungi are fundamentally different from plants. They are heterotrophs that absorb nutrients from decomposed matter, and their cell walls are made of chitin, unlike the cellulose found in plant cell walls. Options A and B highlight superficial similarities, cell wall presence and reproduction, that do not justify separate kingdoms. Option D is incorrect because fungi are eukaryotic and possess a nucleus, just like plants. Which classification system reflects evolutionary relationships? A. Linnaeus two-kingdom system. B. Aristotle's classification. C. Whittaker's 5-kingdom system. D. Prehistoric tribal classification. Correct answer is C. Whittaker's 5-kingdom system. Explanation: Whittaker's system was among the first to incorporate phylogenetic relationships, using features like cellular organization, nutrition, and complexity to better reflect evolutionary history. Linnaeus, A, and Aristotle's, B, systems were primarily based on observable features or habitat, not on evolutionary biology. Prehistoric tribal classification, D, was informal and unscientific. Which organisms would show both autotrophic and heterotrophic nutrition in Protista? A. Paramecium and amoeba. B. Chlamydomonas and euglena. C. Spirogyra and moss. D. Mushroom and algae. Correct answer is B. Chlamydomonas and euglena. Explanation: euglena, and sometimes Chlamydomonas, can switch between photosynthesis, autotrophy, and feeding on organic matter, heterotrophy, depending on environmental conditions. Paramecium and amoeba, A, are strictly heterotrophic, Spirogyra and moss, C, are autotrophic and plant-like, and mushroom and algae, D, belong to different kingdoms and don't both show dual nutrition. Which of the following represents an improvement in classification over Aristotle's system? A, basing classification only on color. B, grouping based on movement. C, considering cell structure and mode of nutrition. D, using body size as a key. Correct answer is C, considering cell structure and mode of nutrition. Explanation: modern systems consider microscopic and molecular traits like cell type, prokaryotic, eukaryotic, and nutritional modes, autotroph, heterotroph, offering far more biological accuracy than Aristotle's basic system, which grouped organisms based on movement, B, or appearance, A and D, without considering internal biology. Why was the organism Chlorella reclassified from Plantae to Protista? A, it is multicellular. B, it is heterotrophic. C, it is unicellular and eukaryotic. D, it lacks a nucleus. Correct answer is C, it is unicellular and eukaryotic. Explanation: Chlorella was once grouped with plants due to its photosynthetic ability, but it is unicellular and lacks complex tissue structures, fitting better within the Protista kingdom. Option A is incorrect because it is not multicellular. Option B is wrong as it remains autotrophic. And option D is incorrect because it does have a nucleus, making it eukaryotic. The unifying feature of organisms in the earlier, plant, kingdom was A, photosynthesis. B, cellulose cell wall. C, eukaryotic structure. D, presence of any cell wall. Correct answer is D, presence of any cell wall. Explanation: previously, all organisms with cell walls, regardless of structure or nutrition, were lumped into the plant kingdom. However, the composition of the wall varies: cellulose in plants, chitin in fungi, and other polymers in algae. Photosynthesis, A, and cellulose, B, were not universal, and eukaryotic structure, C, excluded prokaryotic algae. Which classification system ignores the difference between unicellular and multicellular forms? A, 3-domain. B, 5-kingdom. C, 2-kingdom. D, modern molecular system. Correct answer is C, 2-kingdom. Explanation: the 2-kingdom system placed unicellular algae and multicellular plants in the same group, ignoring structural complexity. The 5-kingdom, B, and 3-domain, A, systems clearly separate unicellular from multicellular forms. Option D refers to modern systems that emphasize molecular and structural distinctions. Why was Whittaker's classification considered more scientific than previous ones? A, it used only observable traits. B, it excluded prokaryotes. C, it included evolutionary history. D, it classified only plants and animals. Correct answer is C, it included evolutionary history. Explanation: Whittaker introduced phylogenetic relationships as a key criterion, grouping organisms by how they evolved over time. Option A is incorrect because while observable traits were used, evolutionary lineage was prioritized. Option B is false. Prokaryotes were included under Monera. Option D is outdated, as Whittaker's system included 5 kingdoms. What justified placing amoeba and Chlamydomonas in the same kingdom? A. Both are photosynthetic. B. Both are prokaryotic. C. Both are unicellular and eukaryotic. D. Both lack cell walls. Correct answer is C. Both are unicellular and eukaryotic. Explanation: despite differences in nutrition, amoeba is heterotrophic, Chlamydomonas is autotrophic. Both are unicellular and have membrane-bound organelles, fitting the Protista kingdom. Option A is incorrect because only Chlamydomonas is photosynthetic. Option B is false. Both are eukaryotic. Option D is incorrect as Chlamydomonas does have a cell wall. What differentiates the 5-kingdom classification from the 3-domain system? A. Kingdom Monera is further split. B. Fungi is excluded. C. Protista is split into prokaryotic domains. D. Plantae is not included. Correct answer is A. Kingdom Monera is further split. Explanation: the 3-domain system divides Monera into 2 domains, bacteria and archaea, based on genetic differences. Option B is false. Fungi is included in both. Option C is misleading. Protista are eukaryotic, not split into prokaryotes. Option D is incorrect as Plantae remains recognized. If an organism has eukaryotic cells, lacks cell wall, and is multicellular, it belongs to A. Plantae, B. Animalia, C. Fungi, D. Protista. Correct answer is B. Animalia. Explanation: these features define the animal kingdom: multicellularity, lack of cell walls, and eukaryotic structure. Fungi, C, have chitin walls, protists, D, are usually unicellular, and plants, A, have cellulose walls, making all 3 incorrect. Which trait could never belong to any member of kingdom Animalia? A. Tissue-level organization. B. Autotrophic nutrition. C. Holozoic ingestion. D. Eukaryotic cell. Correct answer is B. Autotrophic nutrition. Explanation: animals are always heterotrophs, consuming organic material for energy. Tissue-level organization, A, Holozoic ingestion, C, and eukaryotic cells, D, are all characteristic of animals, making them incorrect choices. Why do classification systems keep changing over time? A, to create confusion. B, due to lack of data. C, due to advances in scientific understanding. D, random decisions by scientists. Correct answer is C, due to advances in scientific understanding. Explanation: scientific discoveries, especially in molecular biology and genetics, lead to refinements in classification systems. Option A is incorrect and cynical. Option B is outdated. We now have extensive data. Option D is false. Classification changes are based on evidence, not random decisions.